Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me for Yoga in Our Cities virtual studio class for chair yoga. My name is Anne, and it's great to be here this evening. And I look forward to sharing this time with you on our chair yoga session. So to begin with, please consult a medical practitioner before engaging in any type of exercise, including yoga, with any questions or concerns you may have. Now, this is especially important if you are pregnant, if you are nursing, if you're taking medication, or if you have a pre-existing medical condition. Because remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So, on a personal note, this session will basically incorporate gentle, pain-free exercise or yoga postures or moves that will improve our joint health. Now, many yoga poses involve weight bearing, which can strengthen bones and muscles and improve balance. And we'll use a couple of those props or tools today. Now, this can reduce the risk of fractures and falls when we have strong bones and the muscles on top of that, and also flexible joints that are lubricated. Now, as we know, yoga, one of the benefits is it always improves flexibility and function in our total bodies, and especially will help joints, and if we will basically reduce joint pain. And of course, with all yoga moves, we always combine or synchronize the movement with the breath. So as one inhales, arm maybe goes up, and one exhales, arm comes down. So extend and contract, okay? Now let's begin with our foundational pose, which is sitting mountain. And every week we come back to our foundational pose. And in between each movement, if you need to realign your body, you're going to come back into this beautiful sitting mountain pose, which is an active sitting posture. So even though we're sitting, we are engaging all the muscles, all the bones, all the fibers in our body by having this active position, okay? So the difference would be, sometimes you'll see people slumping over, or you may catch yourself doing that. That's not, of course, what we want. That puts too much pressure on the pelvis, the back, etc. So you want this beautiful active sitting mountain foundational pose. Now to begin, we're going to kind of shimmy our bodies onto the front of the chair. So our back is away from the back of the chair. You may have a back like I do. So you want to shimmy the body close to the edge of the front of the chair. But of course, you want to be sure that you're safe, okay? Now you're going to take your right hand and take your right butt cheek, and you're going to lift it up, and the same thing with the left. And then just kind of wiggle back and forth, and you'll feel those two sits bones. And that helps you to ground your body onto the chair, being aware and mindful of those sit bones. And then we're going to actively engage our total body to be in this active pose. So we're going to start with our feet. And the feet, there's this beautiful cushiony part, as I talk about in the previous sessions. And you're going to press down that cushiony part of the foot on the floor in front of you, and also where the heel is. there's also that cushiony part, okay, which again is right here, okay, the heel of the foot. Now, as far as space is concerned, we want to take our hands, bring the two wrists together, and we want to have that amount of space in between our knees. So the feet are spaciously apart, but they're facing forward, okay? We don't have any twisting of the ankles or the movement of the feet. We want it aligned, looking straight in front of us. Then we're going to take our hands and roll them or move them up the body. And we want to come back into those sits bones again and just double check, make sure they're comfortably on the chair in front of you. And then we're going to take our fingers and zip up the zipper. So start with the belly and zip up. Now, your mind's eye is zipping up and cognitively conscious of straightening the body. So you want to, again, actively engage. We're going to take the shoulders and we're going to bring them back towards the back of the chair. And as you can see, this opens our chest so we can breathe. In and out, nice full breaths because our chest, our lungs are open. Now, in addition, we're going to take our fist again and just put it right under the chin. And the chin will be parallel to the floor in front of you. And now back to the spot or the drishti. The drishti is a focus point. Now you can either look down, but keeping your chin parallel to the floor, or you could look straight ahead, or what I like to do is where the wall meets the ceiling, that's as high as I will go up. My eyes are looking right now at the ceiling. I should say at that space between the wall and the ceiling. And this will be your drishti, or your ability to focus your attention on one spot. Now, after we do this, we want to be sure that everything is aligned. So our shoulder blades are almost kissing each other. The sits bones, you can feel the buttocks. Left hand, right hand, whenever you need to realign, lift up the cheeks and get those sits bones again so you really feel them. Alrighty, moving on, we're going to start with our intention. And we'll say the intention 3 times. I am strong and at ease. I am strong and at ease. I am strong and at ease. Now we're going to move into feeling those words. The power of positive affirmations is very real. And if you say those words, I am strong and at ease, you begin to really feel strong like a warrior. But you have to visualize it and believe it. Let's take a few full breaths here. Nice slow inhalation and exhalation. Going to move into the 3-part breath. Now this is going to be a very slow, mindful breath. And the 3-part breath is here, belly, rib cage, and upper chest. Okay? And let's do 3 at each section, and then we'll do it all together. So let's begin. You can either keep your eyes open and or closed. And if you'd like, you can place your palms of your hands on your belly. And we're going to inhale. Belly expands out. And exhale, belly comes in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now we're going to move our hands to the rib cage. The fingers will touch each other at the tip. Left hand on left, right on right. And again, be aware, full breaths, and try to slow down each exhalation. So you are mindful, you're in the present moment, feeling each breath, each inhalation and exhalation. And let's begin. 3 full breaths. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale fully. Try to get all the air out of the rib cage on the exhalation. And relax. Now we're going to move into the upper chest. And you can place your hands comfortably on the upper chest, or you could rest very comfortably on the shoulders. Whatever floats your boat. And now let's begin. You're going to feel the raising of the upper chest and then the lowering on the exhalation. And let's begin. 3 full, slow, mindful breaths. Now relax. Place the hands comfortably on your lap and just be. Just be aware. Notice how you feel. Are you calm and at ease? Do you feel strong? The breath is our superpower. Now we're going to take the 3 parts and bring it all together, and we'll do this 6 times. So 6 full inhalations and exhalations. I'll do the counting and you just be. Be engaged in your breath. Place your hands however you would like. You can place them facing up comfortably on your thighs. And maybe you want to take your thumb and place it next to the finger and open up the hand so the palms are facing up to the ceiling. Or you may prefer to take the palms and place them on the belly. And let's begin. So come back into your sitting mountain, your foundational pose. Realign the body. Feel the sits bones. Open the chest. Shoulders back, chin parallel to the floor, and let's begin. Inhale, and exhale. And you continue. Now let's take one more large, full, strong breath. Slowly exhale. And relax. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Be aware of how do you feel. The three-part breath is a relaxing breath. It allows us to focus, to concentrate, and to be in the moment. Okay, now let's move again by finding those sit bones. And let's inhale and draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, drop them down. Allow space to move away from the ears. And let's do this 6 times. Inhale, drop it down. Inhale, drop him down. Beautiful. And relax. Again, notice how you feel. That last breath is energizing. So you're in and down. You're exhaling through the nose. Alrighty. So that is an energizing breath. Okay, now we're going to start with the warm-ups. And we're going to start with the feet. And as always, we're going to take our roller, or if you don't have the roller, just use your hands. And we're going to move and feel the bottom of our feet. Feel that nice massage. Sometimes they call it reflexology. Now, if you don't have one of these, that's fine. You can use whatever you have. Some people take a rolling pin and use it. Other people take a tennis ball. Again, whatever floats your boat is what you use. And some people that have nothing, just be sure you use your fingers and begin to knead and massage the lower part of the feet. And if anything, it feels really good. Okay. Now we're going to start with wrist movement. So let's take the hands, place them together, and fold over the fingers, and let's begin. And then you're going to reverse the circles. Now remember, you have the joints there. You're lubricating the joints. You're strengthening the bones and the muscles in that particular area. So we want to have functionability as long as possible as we age and move through each of the steps. Okay? Now after that, we're going to take our forearms, put them together again, and make circles. Now you can feel your shoulders engaged, your rotary cuff. And then let's reverse, always synchronizing the breath with each movement. Beautiful. And then relax. Now let's do shoulder rolls. You can take your hands, place them by the sides of the chair, and feel the freedom this feels. And reverse. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to take my flexible strap here. Now, you can use whatever you have. You can use a belt or you can use one of these. And each one of the straps or I should say the bands have a different amount of tension. So this one is a pretty easy one. And there's a lot of move and give. And I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to bend at the elbows, bring the band towards my chest, and then back again. We'll do this 3 times. Now, if you prefer not to use a band, that's fine. It just gives you a little bit more tension. So therefore, you're using the muscles and the bones and etc. in strengthening them. Okay? Now, I just want to show you so you know, some people prefer this type of band where it's just one complete loop. And this is good if you put your hands out and you can stretch and back. And it may only be a slight move, or you can take the palms, face them together. Now I can feel all parts of my arms. So you're getting them, again, strengthened. You're going to exhale as you come out and inhale coming in. Okay? Beautiful. And then we can put our band on the side. And now we're going to move into our neck. So let's take our neck and let's take the right ear and bring it down to the right shoulder. Back to center, inhale, and exhale. We'll do 3 times each side. Now come down only until you feel a beautiful stretch. No ouches. Remember, as we say, you don't want to strain any part of the physical body. Yoga is a very gentle, pain-free movement. Synchronizing the breath with each movement. Now, by strengthening these areas, we can reduce the risk of fractures and falls. We can improve our flexibility. And sometimes, like I fell last year when I was walking our dog Foxy, but I was able to know how to fall. Believe it or not, there is a way to fall, so you won't have any fractures or injuries. Okay, but that takes time and mindfulness, mindful awareness. Okay. Now next, we're going to twist at the waist. So I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to exhale, looking over my right shoulder, and then come back to center and the left. Inhale, back, exhale. Do 3 times each turn. You're going to move and twist just as far as you can, and then back to center. Now we're going to do hip circles. I'm going to hold on to the sides of my chair. And then we're going to reverse. Beautiful. Now, what I'd also like you to do is take the left foot and just take a look and move the ankles. So make circles with the left foot and then reverse it. Let's do one at a time to be mindful of each of the feet. Good. Then we're going to bring those toes. Right now, my foot is up. I'm going to inhale. And exhale, bring them so the soles of my feet are parallel to the floor. You feel a beautiful stretch into the foot. Do it 3 times. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the right. Now if you need a little help, you can always hold on to your leg, or this is also where the strap can come in handy, or your belt. Okay, and I'm going to use this one just for clarity, but you can hold on and you can lift that foot up, which makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to hold it up. And then reverse. Now we're going to do the same thing. My right foot, the toes are facing up to the ceiling. Now I'm going to stretch them and bring them parallel to the floor as far as I can. Okay, then back up. Do 3 times. Beautiful. Feel the nice lubrication. Okay, now we're going to move into the child pose. So for this, I'm going to use my block, and the child pose, I'm going to put the block in front of me, And depending upon your level of flexibility, we're going to inhale. If you're on level 1, you may only be able to move a little bit and come forward into the child pose. And breathe. 3 full breaths here for the child pose. Beautiful. Now come back. Now if you're on level 2, arms can come to the sides, and now I'm going to come down a little bit further into this child pose. I'm moving from my hips, excuse me. So you're not using your back, your flexibility is based on the hips coming forward. And breathe. And we're going to come back up, and if you're in the 3rd level, and you have much flexibility, we're going to go into the child pose, arms up, and then slowly come forward. Allow your chest to come on your block, or if you want more of a comfortable rest, on a pillow. And then relax and breathe. Three full breaths. Beautiful. Come back up. And then you can put your block on the side. And our next movement will be, it's called a scapular movement. So you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, bring those shoulder blades together. And then come forward slightly. And again, you're doing a beautiful movement. Three times, open the chest. Great. Now relax. Take a pulse how you feel. And now we're going to move into the eagle pose. Now again, we have the 3 levels of flexibility, so you find what your level is. So the level first would be the right foot will come to the left, and you can have the heel just faced or touching the left foot. And maybe your arms can only come this far in the eagle pose. Now, if fingers can touch, that would be great. And we could wrap around and inhale. However you can do it, where you begin to engage the joints. Now you may be at level 2, so you're going to take that right leg, bring it on close to the left, could be even sitting on top of the knee. And then we're going to bring the arms closer together, cross them over. And this may be all you can do. So you may want to just wrap like you're hugging yourself. Inhale and exhale. And of course, if you're on level 3, what you're going to do is you can bring that right foot all the way up. Now you're going to inhale, exhale, wrap the hands, palms together. You can feel the beautiful movement. You have it in your rotary cuff, your shoulders. You have it in the joints. You have it in your elbows. You have it in your knees. You have it in your ankles. And breathe. The eagle pose is beautiful for joint movement to improve our joint health. And then come down. Now, of course, if we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So let's do it one time each one. So if you're on level 1, and you may just put your arms like this, or you may bring them close together and breathe. Now you may be at level 2. So if you're at level 2, the arms can come closer together, and the left foot can either come around your calf, or you can bring it right up to the chair. But if you're at level 3, you're going to come out of this. And level 3, we're going to inhale. You can start with the upper body or lower. Cross the arms. Feel that joint health. And here you go. And breathe. Slow, mindful breath. Beautiful. And now relax. Now you could sit comfortably in your chair if you'd like. Try to get that lower body though, sits bones right up on the chair so you feel them, and open the shoulder blades and just take a pulse how you feel and breathe. So this was yoga for a gentle, pain-free movement to improve our joint health. And now let's take our full arms and inhale and stretch up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring the hands together. And thank you everyone for joining me this evening. Now remember, try to practice every day, and it will help so much with our joint health. And in this way, you also will improve totally your posture, your ability and flexibility for your joints, your movement, and your breath. So also take a look at some of the other classes that I've given since last year, and you may need a little bit more information on Sitting Mountain. In the first 2 or 3 sessions, I really went into a lot of detail with the Sitting Mountain, which we call our foundational pose. So until I see you next week, same time, okay, I thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope you enjoyed the session. Now take care and be proud of yourself for doing what you did tonight. Okay, bye-bye.